Okay, let's see. This is gonna be, here, go ahead. This is gonna be acclimating your dog to the cold. It doesn't get super cold here very often. I'm in Texas. It gets down to freezing and below sometimes. There's a cart right there. Dude, you've seen a cart before. So while he's realizing that this cart is something that he's seen before, and it's not a big deal. But sometimes at the first sign of cold here, people are putting jackets, sweaters, and coats on their dogs. I've seen when it gets below 50, like big dogs, right? Your big dog doesn't now look, I can't speak to the up in the north where it gets like 0 and under, I know like huskies are cool. Some dogs are cool and made for it. Maybe a dog that doesn't have as much hair like this and doesn't have the double coat, right, is different. I'm speaking specifically where it gets to like, 30s to 40s, because that's what I know. I don't know the other places. So, but I see people around here, it's 40. I think it's already gotten down to 35 before, but then it goes back up heat. But you acclimate the dog to it, right? So right now it's, I think it said 37 degrees when we came out. Okay. Don't just take the dog out and go potty. Take the dog out, stay out there for 15 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes is best. Put some clothes on, layer up so you're warm enough. And it's ideal to do it when you're young, right? So this guy is just over 5 months, right? So say I had just got him and he was still only 10, 11, 12 weeks. That's a different story. This guy's 5 to 6 months. His skin is thick now, right? He's not a little dog, right? 20, 30 minutes. Stay out there with him, right? Don't just throw him out in the cold in your backyard because it's cold, so you don't want to go out there. Go stay out there with him 20, 30 minutes. Let them see, hey, dude, it's no big deal, right? Granted, we have a lot of clothes on. They don't understand that. They still see it's just us. They don't see that we have 10 layers of clothes on or 5, whatever it takes for you to be out there. But let them acclimate to it, right? And then it's going to be no big deal. Pretty generally, for where I'm at, what I was told is, dude, unless it gets under 32, you don't have to worry about their time limit and stuff like that. The pads, obviously, you want to watch out walking on a lot of ice. Snow, for some reason, is not that big of a deal, but going on ice patches, if there's a lot of ice that you have to walk across. And the other part is little dogs. So I have a Bichon, right? 40 degrees. I was told little dogs need to have a shirt 40 degrees. And that was by my vet. So where did he get to 40 degrees? I don't know, right? And is it 40 degrees if you're going to be out there for an hour, right? Or is it 40 degrees if you're going to be out there for 15 minutes, right? Is it 40 degrees period? You know what I mean? So that part I don't know. What I can say is my little dog, he's going to have a sweater on. This guy is not ever going to have a sweater on. Right? So, again, that's kind of a region thing. I would say if you're worried about it, hey, you're up north, talk to the people up north. I don't know. Because it's colder for longer, right? So, the other part is, by like the second time he goes out, it's going to be over 40, right? So, you looking for Chihuahua poop? So that's the other thing that a lot of people do down here is they'll put a sweater on their dog too fast. Big dogs don't need sweaters. And then time, it'll be like, oh, go out there for 5 minutes and get back in. Well, then the dog's never going to get used to it, right? Let him stay out there, get used to it. Don't initially, like, he's not going to stay out for an hour right now, but he's going to stay out for 20, 30 minutes. Normally, it would be a 10, 15 minute. But also, he's been through it before. So I also think once they've been through it, right? Do you have to do it every year, every time? I don't know. Maybe here because it's not cold that much. Maybe if you're somewhere like, say, in the Midwest where it gets that cold every single year, maybe they don't need to do it every year. But maybe here they do need to acclimate every year because it's so. Sometimes it doesn't get that cold. Sometimes it doesn't get under 30, under 40. But when it does, that's what you're supposed to do. All right. Look, I made that 5 minutes when it's supposed to be 2. I'm pretty good at that.